I want to see me.
Okay, guys ready? Coming
Yep.
down in 3, 2, 1.
Good morning, Columbus, and welcome to another edition of From Our House to Your Home, the Remodeler Showcase. My name is Marty Reed. I'm your host, and the show is brought to you by Frog Hauling. If you want to clean your garage, your basement, your yard, whatever, give Frog Hauling a call. And if you're a remodeling contractor and only the best product will do for your customer, think of Frog Hauling. And we also carry 5 different sizes of containers for our remodelers and homeowners so that you don't pay for more container than you need. Well, it's that time of the year again. So for the next 3 weeks, audience, listen, because what we have coming up is the NARI Tour of Remodeled Homes. And it gives all of you out there an opportunity to go see the fantastic work that these remodelers do. If nothing else, you're going to get some great ideas of what you might be able to do for your home. But more importantly, you'll get to meet the remodelers. Because I tell everybody when they ask me, do you know a remodeler? You know what I say? I go, I know a lot of remodelers. That's not the point. The point is, the ones I would give you are all going to do great work. But more importantly, can you work with them? Because remodeling is stressful, let's be honest, and it's usually a fairly long process that a remodeler is really living with you in their home. So today, we are going to talk to Trish Takacs of Kraft, right?
That's right.
And they did a project which is a kitchen remodel and a dining room remodel. And we're going to talk a little bit today about the kind of product that they used, why the people did it, and how you can go meet Trish. I forgot to ask you, are you going to be at this
I
house?
am. I'm going to be there the whole weekend.
You get to staff it, okay.
I get to staff it. So.
Okay, well, before we get started, so that everybody knows, the tour of remodeling homes is May 5th and May 6th. May 5th is a Saturday. It runs from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. On Sunday, it's 12 noon to 5 p.m. I go to these shows every year, and I absolutely love them. Although it does cost me money, because my wife does pick up ideas. So anyways, okay. You can go to the, just Google Trust NARI or NARI, N-A-R-I. And all the ticket information is there. It costs you $10. It's the best deal in town to go visit all these homes. And I think this year they have 12 homes on the tour. Or if you just want to go see one because you know something about it, it's a $3 ticket. Okay, Kraft. First, tell us, Trish, a little bit about, so the audience knows what Kraft does.
Well, we are a complete design build firm. We've been in business for over 25 years. We do everything from the first in-home consultation all the way through final completion. So
Okay.
we're a one-stop shop.
And you carry cabinets too, right?
We do. We have about 4 different lines of cabinetry depending on the client's budget, anything from stock all the way to full custom.
Okay. And tell the folks where you're located.
We are at 871 South High Street down in the German Village Brewery District area.
Okay.
We're in an old home down there, so it's a very eclectic, fun studio that we have.
I've been there.
Yeah.
It is fun.
And we're constantly updating it, so we understand the challenges of older homes just from having a studio there as well.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about your project now. You did a kitchen and a dining room, and oh, by the way, folks, I would tell you, I forgot to tell you this. If you go to the Trust NARI or NARI website, you can take a look at all these projects. So if there's something specifically you're looking to do for your home, just go to the Tour of Remodeled Homes on the NARI website, and you'll be able to find it, because it's a combination of everything. It's room additions, it's house additions, it's kitchens, baths, laundry rooms, it's all kind of things you'll be able to see. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your project. In other words, just generally what you did for these folks.
Okay, well, the home, the family has 2 boys, And the kitchen was very, very small. They had a dining room that wasn't used, which most people don't use their dining rooms anymore. They had a beautiful family room, but the kitchen was very cramped. Had soffits and, excuse me, oversized pantry. So we opened up the dining room wall and expanded into that space. And then I took all the soffits out, gave them a lot more usable space, a huge island. They both love to cook, so we did a 36-inch pro range plus extra ovens. So it just really enlarged the space considerably.
Well, I went and took a look at this project. I went on the NARI website. Of course, I have to be a little prepared when I do the show. Okay. And, you know, it's always great to look at these things. They're fantastic. But one of the things, and this is, believe me, I'm not a designer, trust me, but there was, as I refer to it, only because I've heard you designers use this term, a lot of texture in this kitchen.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Right? To me, that means there are a whole bunch of different kind of materials being used, whether it's color, da-da-da-da-da. And this kitchen has, right down to, if I remember correctly, you use wallpaper too on one of the walls.
Yes.
So kind of talk a little bit about the things that you did, you know, the kind of materials that you used.
Okay. Well, her old kitchen was, I think she had actually painted the cabinets herself because originally they were the oak color. So she loves color.
Okay.
So we did this very large blue island. In the back wall where there's flanking the pantries, we did glass with a texture on the glass. It was a water glass, kind of an antique. And then in the back of it, picked up that blue color from the island so that it tied those two spaces together. She loves reflective light, so we did glass backsplash and different materials that really just played off of each other.
Yeah.
So her space was much, much brighter than it was before.
Now, what is it that they were, you kind of talked a little bit about it, but what were they really trying to accomplish? What had changed in their life? I mean, it sounds like the first thing is we had functional obsolescence here.
Yes.
It had worn out, so to speak. But it sounds like they were making a bit of a lifestyle change too. Was that part of it?
Yes, they both love cooking. They couldn't both fit in the kitchen at the same time, and their boys couldn't really spend time with them. So, and they also entertain quite a bit.
Okay.
So when we opened up the space, the island, first of all, was large enough that they could seat quite a few people around it. And the 36-inch pro range, they were able to be using that, talking to their friends. And then just adjacent to that, where the old dining room was, we put in a large seating area with a secondary entertainment space. So there was a wine cooler, prep sink over there, so they could probably easily have 25 people in their kitchen, and everybody would be comfortable.
So we went from a kitchen that was 2 people couldn't fit into it. Now we can entertain 25 people.
Right. And then moving their existing dining room space into what was their living room. And it has a beautiful fireplace in there, so now the whole space is very cohesive. They can still entertain and have a large family function with dinners and things at the table, but it just flows. And
Okay.
nobody ever leaves the kitchen now.
Well, I like to ask, because you're a designer, obviously, it's kind of like when people talk to me, they'll go, well, what are they doing, or what are they using, or what do you mean, the trends? What are the color trends? What are the product trends? Those kinds of things,
Mm-hmm.
right? Share with us a little bit of what you're seeing.
Well, white cabinets have been in for quite a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see them totally going away, but the trends are going more for warmer colors, more of the ivories perhaps, some of the brighter colors, and even stains are starting to come back in again. So, but
You mean I'm back in style?
you are.
If
You
I
don't
have a
to-
stained kitchen?
You still have to redo your kitchen with
Oh, come on.
So it's becoming more what's their favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what kind of things are the favorite things that they want, and it pretty much is carte blanche now. You know, if they love paint and they love bright, white's not going to go away. But we have, in our showroom, we probably have 12 colors of white.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, you would think white is white, but it's really not. There's gray tones or yellow tones or pinkish tones. There's just a lot of different variations of the white. So
Mhm.
depending on if they're going to keep existing wood trim, you want to make sure it's not a stark contrast between the two. You want something with a little more warmth in it. So we'll do a white that's just a warmer color white, and it just ties the whole house together.
Okay. Is there anything specifically in this kitchen that you'd like to point out to people that they should pay attention to?
Well, I love the entertainment space. The way she rearranged furniture over there is so comfortable. And I just feel that she probably has people sit there. Nobody probably goes to the family room anymore unless they want to watch television. However, we did have to put a TV in the kitchen. So
okay, well, of course, if you can put
husband's
25
request,
people in this space, right?
You better have a television.
You better, on Saturdays in the fall, you better have
right.
a football
It's
game.
It's a small television, but nonetheless, it's there.
Yeah.
So I love that space. I love the gas range that they put in. It's just it's just a great cooking element for them. And since they love to cook so much, that was super important, especially to him. So with those two things, I love that. And then I like the way that the colors play off of each other.
Well, it was one of the things that I noticed when I looked at this kitchen. First of all, it's kind of, it's not a navy, but it's a darker blue, the island.
Correct, yeah.
And it just pops
Mm-hmm.
in that kitchen. And then, if I remember correctly, also, kind of a darker wood floor. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, so we redid all the flooring in there and did a bit of a distress. So with dog and kids and everything, she wasn't worried that her floor was going to look scratched in a year.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, there's as I said, not being a designer, and believe, trust me, you don't know. It is, there's a lot of texture to this. I mean, I did pay attention. I was
You
teasing.
did, yeah.
And, and I went, and they used in the back that, it looked in the picture, I don't know if the picture was telling the truth, so to speak, but like kind of a grayish subway tile of the backsplash.
It has a tone of it. It's kind of...
But it just matched, the blue and the white
yes.
and everything tied together.
Right, the glass tile, the main color picked up a little bit of the color in the countertops, and then we used some of the blue glass that was tied in the color of the island.
What were the countertops you used?
They were a granite top.
Okay.
So, and then the top that we used has a lot of variation. It's one of the kind of countertops that no matter what color you put with it, it's going to go. So we were able to use that and be a little more economical with our countertops so we could spend the money on the rest of the things that she wanted. But the granite tops are super durable, and it's also with the texture of it. It's going to be hard to tell when they're dirty. With two boys, that's a good thing.
Let me let the cat out of the bag. I raised 4 boys. Okay? And my secret, I'll give you a secret. You can't do this anymore. But when they were younger, my wife always wanted the fancy kitchen countertop, and I said no. I said, we're not doing that. And I would get these Formica countertops, the ugliest things in the world. But they had their day, right?
They did.
But the reason you do that is because a boy comes in with a hammer and decides he wants to fix something on your kitchen countertop. So it was easily pop one in, pop one out. If I had granite and came home and saw a kid do that, I might kill myself, okay?
Well, it would only be once that it would happen, right?
No, not with my sons.
Oh.
No, they're kind of like, they look at you when they were kids and went, I don't know. You know, the famous Bill
right.
Cosby. Anyways, okay. Once again, tell the folks where this project is, and tell them how to get in touch with Kitchen Kraft also.
Okay, so the project is 4648 Stonehaven Drive in Upper Arlington. And then we are located, as I said, down in German Village at 871 South High Street. We're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But if you did want to pop in, very welcome to, but it's worth a phone call ahead of time.
Yeah.
Just because we're not sure a designer will be there when they want to stop in, and we would love to show them around and talk to them a little bit about what they're thinking about doing.
Okay. Well, Trish, I'm guarantee you, I'm going to come see your
Good.
kitchen.
I'm
How's
excited
that?
to see you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And once again, folks, the show's May 5th, May 6th. Go to the Trust Nary or Nary website. You can get tickets. You can get a map of where all these houses are located. And I'm going to tell you, if you're thinking of a remodeling project, it is the absolute best thing you can do, because you're going to get to meet remodelers and designers. And to me, I say this over and over again, the most important thing is you have to find the company you think you can work with.
Right, and if you stop in, please say hi to me. Let me know you heard about us on Marty's show. That would be great.
I would appreciate
Yes.
that too. So it's Trish Takacs, Kitchen Kraft. Go see her. Trish, thanks for being on the
Thank you
show.
so much for
And
having
I'll
me.
see you in a month.
Yes, I look
Okay.
forward to seeing you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
We're done.
Yay.